What is going on, guys? Chris here, and today we have an unboxing from ukcubes.com. So this package is actually really heavy. I actually bought a Moyu Aosu in stickerless from ukcubes.com, and the owner Joe just thought, you know what, let's send me some free stuff. So I could not complain with that. I said yes, and here we are with this pretty heavy box full of some good stuff. So let's take a look at what's inside. So a lot of bubble wrap, and whoa, look at all those puzzles in there. Okay, so we have a large number of cube stands first of all. I think there's 6 of these. So you have orange, pink, yellow, blue, green, white. That's pretty cool actually. We also have the free keyring 3x3. Anyway, on to the other puzzles that I am really interested about. Here we are. So first up is the Moyu Aosu, just because this is the one that I ordered and that I knew was coming. So I actually have the Kung Fu Kang Feng, and that's my main at the moment. It's getting a little bit worn out and it keeps popping on me. So I'm going to be trying out this Aosu, and if it's good, we'll be using it at UKC 2016. So let's just get this open. Okay, so here it is. It feels just like Kang Feng. It also has kind of looby stickers, but the colours are pretty awesome. These are the Z Cube shades, and they look just like the Kang Feng shades actually. So doing some first turns. Whoa, okay, so it feels a little bit sandy, which is not a problem. It's pretty smooth actually. Probably needs a little bit of tensioning, but the speed is definitely there. It's quite fluid. You've got some good turning on this 4x4 straight out of the box. I know the Aosu is quite an old 4x4, but people keep saying it is the far superior 4x4 on the market, and straight away it does kind of feel like that. It already feels a little bit better than my Kang Feng, so you know, we'll be doing a bit of work on this and perhaps making this my main sometime in the near future. Next up out of the box is the new Moyu Weilong Square 1, and I am super excited about this puzzle just because there's not really been many Square 1s on the market until recently, and they've just started making loads of them. We've just had the Chi Square 1, now we have this new Square 1, so let's see exactly what this is like. Okay, so here it is. Once again, we have quite looby stickers, but that's not necessarily a problem. Wow. First impressions is it looks really nice. The shades are pretty good. Let's just get into some turns. Okay. So that's not bad at all. It's very, very smooth. And obviously this has been branded as a Weilong Square 1. It does not really feel like a Weilong at all, at least not from these layers. It's very, very smooth, and oh, okay, so it's not quite like a Chi Square 1. It's just a very, very smooth puzzle, and I think with a bit of lubrication, maybe a little bit of tensioning, because this feels a little bit tight, this could be a pretty awesome Square 1. So can it corner cut? Not really. At least not to the extent that the Chi Square 1 can. I guess it is a little bit tight at the moment, but corner cutting is nothing special really straight out of the box. It feels a little bit clunky, but the actual speed is definitely there. So maybe it just needs a bit of lubrication to work it in. We do have that kind of rounded cone core in it. So maybe the corner cutting is something that will improve over time. We'll have to see, but first impressions is that it's not a bad Square 1. It's not great, but I'm sure it can do something good once you've done a bit of work on it. Next up out of the box is the Sen Huan Mars. Super excited about this. I've not really watched any videos on this puzzle just because I wanted to unbox it not knowing anything about it. So this is kind of exciting. I hope it is everything that it's made out to be. This is supposed to be another sub-brand of Moyu, Sen Huan, and this is the Sen Huan Mars. So First things first, it looks a little bit like a GTS. It looks exactly like a GTS actually. First turns. Okay, so it's not bad. We've got some locking going on, just doing a T-perm there. It's definitely got the crunchiness of a GTS. Feels a little bit clicky, and it's a lot louder than most other 3x3s that I've ever tried, but let's just... Okay, so it's definitely not bad. It feels like it's a little bit slow. It looks very dry as well, so we'd need some good lubricant in there, but it's got speed. It probably needs tightening up a bit as well. Let's have a look at corner cutting. But yeah, it's got speed, it's got line-to-line corner cutting, a little bit more, and okay. Yeah, so anything over 45 is going to get a lockup like this, at least at the time being, and that's on very loose tensions as well. So corner cutting is basically on par with most of the other 3x3s out there. In terms of turning feel, it's very bumpy. Perhaps that's why we're getting some lockups, and it definitely needs lubricant and tensioning, but first impressions, I think it's okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't use this as my main just because I don't really like the feeling of the GTS, but it's not bad. I just don't see how this is better than some of the other cubes on the market, but it's definitely got promise, and we'll see what we can do with this. On to the final puzzle of this unboxing. It is the MF5S, the brand new 5x5 to be brought onto the market. So let's just check this out. Oh no. So this new 5x5 is a little bit like the Qi Wushuang in that it is the same size as a 4x4, 62mm, or maybe 63. It looks a tiny bit bigger. I do like the size of 5x5 like this. I think bigger 5x5s feel a little bit clunky, they're not always easy to use, so having a smaller condensed 5x5 is definitely quite nice. Let's just get straight into the turns of this puzzle. Okay, so it's got a little bit of smoothness, feels kind of sandy and a little bit graty. Feels like this will need lubricant, and we also have that spring sound, which means we do need to lubricate this with something. Let's just take a quick look at corner cutting. Okay, so it can't quite do a QB. It can do just under. Anything else will just be a lockup. And inside layers, not quite a QB either. We can do some tensioning though and loosen this up. My first impressions at the moment are that this is just like a little bit unstable. It's not necessarily bad, it's just not great. But I suppose you can lubricate, you can tension, and this does have the promise to be pretty fast. In terms of speed, it's definitely one of the faster 5x5s. It's just a bit of instability that causes it to slow down. I can feel a few catches going on in there, so maybe it does just need breaking in. We will see. But yeah, it's not a bad 5x5 whatsoever. So there you go. Alright guys, so there you have it. These are all of the puzzles that I got from ukcubes.com. Joe, I'd just like to say thank you so much for sending me all of these awesome new puzzles, and it's absolutely great to see that UK Cubes is getting some of the most recent cubes on the market onto the store. As always guys, if you have not checked out ukcubes.com yet, definitely go and see their store. The link will be in the description below, as well as the links to all of these puzzles. Anyway guys, this has been an unboxing of the Mouyu Aosu, the MF5S, the Senhuan Mars, and the new Weilong Square 1. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, remember, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.